Hi, my name is Lucas Barnes. I'm a fourth year business student at Wilfrid Laurier University, and this is my story through Entrepreneurship 300. During my time spent in Entrepreneurship 300, I worked on two distinct ventures. One was 5Wave Clothing, which is a socially conscious clothing brand, and the second was Clink, which is a double-sided business model that provides a mobile application for customers to enhance their nightlife experience. And the second is an online platform that venues could use to leverage data collected from the customers to improve their operational and marketing efforts. When I first began to work on Clink, I had a lot of previous work that was already done. I was in the process of completing my MVP, and I had confirmed a lot of the hypotheses I already had in my business model. In addition to that, I also had completed a survey, so I had a lot of analytical data to back up some of the leaps of faith that I was making. And I was at the point where I understood a lot about the customer in terms of the B2C side of the business model, but I needed to spend more time with the B2B side and gain insights from the venues and their thoughts on a platform to support them the way that I had envisioned. Some of the insights that I gained while speaking with B2B customers were that they actually did value a system that could provide real-time insights into their marketing. They said that they all conducted a lot of marketing efforts, but they weren't too sure of ways that they could track the analytics for their efforts, especially when you consider online platforms such as social media or even through their website. In addition to that, they also did value the real-time suggestions that would be offered for operational decisions such as scheduling, and they saw the value, and I really did think that I've identified the pain points clearly, and through my customer discovery interviews I spent with them, I really did see that they valued a program that I would be able to offer for them, and they were interested when I explained to them the entire idea. Moving forward, I'd like to spend time as I transition into Entrepreneurship 301, developing an MVP that I could present for the B2B customers, and I'd also like to spend some more time talking to more B2B customers to ensure that my business model is accurately satisfying all their pain points, and this really is a business worth pursuing. Moving on to 5Wave Apparel, I spent a lot of time developing the early business model canvas, and I used a lot of analogs and analogs from already existing businesses that have very similar business models, including Tentra Apparel and Peace Collective, both of which offer a similar model where they provide some social good in purchase for a piece of clothing. In addition to the analogs and analogs, I also conducted some customer discovery interviews with people of my own demographic. I did gain some great insights, and I also conducted a survey to gain some more data that could back up some of the claims I was making in my business model. I think going forward, I'd like to speak to different demographics that are outside of my friend group or my age group to see if they are also interested in a product that I'd be offering, and if I am clearly identifying some great pain points that I could then leverage into this business model. During my time spent working on 5Wave, I realized that this is a very viable business model, and that's one of the main reasons why I decided to take it on in addition to Clink, just because with Clink I need to hire a programmer, and there's a lot of things that are outside of my means. In contrast to this, it's very much business relations, and it's all stuff within my own capabilities, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to pursue it. Going forward, I'd like to start developing marketing collateral and get ready to develop an action plan to actually execute and get this idea ready to launch. One of the big lessons that I learned in Entrepreneurship 301 was the fact that I shouldn't get discouraged when I hear new information. No matter how negative or positive it may seem, there always will be a silver lining. For instance, while I was working on 5Wave, I actually stumbled into a company that was doing a relatively similar business model. There were still points of differentiation, but I could have taken it as a negative and been very discouraged by it, but instead I saw it as, if anything, a positive, in that it confirmed a lot of my hypotheses, and that there were customers that were willing to pay for it. There were customers out there that do value a brand of clothing that would be similar to mine, and I see this as an opportunity to really push my idea forward and to not let it hold me back.